Another thing, you mentioned your podcast, which is amazing. Everyone should check it out. Vance Crowe is the name of the podcast. Um, I wanted to know, like, you've interviewed a wide range of folks, right? For you, and you mentioned one story already, but what are the other biggest lessons from those interviews?
So the benefit of my podcast, yours is highly specific, right? So people tune in here and they know, I want to know about this genre of topics around swine. Mine is the inversion of that. It's the generalist. So I've done everything from interviewing a member of the House of Lords all the way down to interviewing a man that was homeless for 5 years and spent time in prison, and Jackie Joyner Kersey and retired ranchers. And so my goal in these conversations is to figure out really what is the daemon inside of people's minds. What is that little voice that tells you why you should work hard, or why you didn't give up, or what oriented you after you fell down. And so these conversations end up going into wild directions that I would never anticipate. Just the other day, I had a guy say, this is what I had to learn in order to be able to have a marriage that lasted for 50 years. And, you really listen to somebody that's telling you the mistakes they made along the way during a 50-year marriage. That is one of those things that those lessons don't just apply to my marriage or the marriages of everybody in my audience. They actually have all sorts of other wisdom embedded in them that you can think about for other problems in your life. So I take a lot of the lessons that I learned through my podcast and I use those to keep my talks really innovative. I give a lot of talks, and then I run executive retreats for people that are saying, hey, we want to get together and push the envelope. We want to change the way our business is working. We want to get people to work along better. So I'm able to use the wisdom that I get from the podcast into the other areas of my business. I'm really fortunate in that way.
Amazing. We all want to know the marriage secret. What is it?
Well, Mike talked about the humility. He talked about recognizing where your failings were and being very clear with your spouse that it's okay for you to have failings. Neither of you are perfect. But it went way deeper than that. I don't even think I could paraphrase what he's saying.
I love it. I love it.